Welcome to Michael's Mailbox. Hey everyone, it's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au and Little Coin Shop apparently, looking over there.
Oh, whoops.
That's surreptitiously doing that.
Yes. Well, what do you call that? I can't remember what it's called, where you just slide the
Subliminal marketing? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just in the background.
Why not? What are we doing?
We are doing Michael's Mailbox, which is just where we comment on comments that have been made on our various videos that we've released over the previous week or so. We tend to target... I have actually skim-read, but we haven't really skim-read anything and picked anything out. But it's more if we come across a question that requires a bit more detail, or it's the same sort of question 2 or 3 times, we'll try and nail it in this video rather than typing it out.
And go.
Go. Let's do it. All right, so the first one that I've got here is, of course, this is Tiger Week, which is why we're all exhausted. So the first one that I've got is it worth collecting the whole Tiger set, where we talked about whether you should complete lunar sets and if it's worth it financially.
Yep.
So Gil Balfus, Tigers and Dragons always do well on resale. Absolutely. They are probably the 2 most popular on the resale. Stephen Mills, Michael would not be a good used car salesman. Too honest.
That's because you gave your honest answer about, is it actually worth it? But watch the video.
Yeah, watch the video on that one. What else have we got? By the way, Jamie Frost, by the way, it reminds me of chasing my girlfriend. Now we're married. Good on him. Can anyone advise how much the 2-ounce Gold Mouse Series 2 is? That's from P. Pan. Last one I saw worked out to be just over $3,000 an ounce. It was about $3,100 an ounce. So I think it sold for just under $6,200 Australian. But that was through a bullion dealer. You may find that you get a bit more for it in a coin collecting sense. Don't forget the mouse is only 2 years old as well, so it hasn't had that much time to really push it. And I humbly apologise for that. That's one of the internal phones and I didn't set it on silent.
We'll keep going.
All right. The English professor was trying to decide last night whether to pull the trigger on the 2022 Tiger in fractional size. Timely post, thanks. No worries. So need a bigger credit card limit. So Jamie Frost again, in my opinion, the fun is in the chase. So spot on as usual. So that's about it. So a few good comments in there. Next one we had was the website, In and Out. So yes, on Monday, the poor old website crashed hard twice, I think. It just got massively overloaded. We had so many hits on it at the same time. It was interesting to note that it wasn't only our site that crashed. There were several of them around the bullion industry that had a heart attack because it's one of the most popular days of the year for buying bullion, a specific type of bullion. So God's money. Can you guys talk about if it's better to buy some fractional gold in 1 month or wait and buy, for example, 1 ounce of gold? It depends. At the end of the day, if you're after some fractional, if you need to provide diversity in your stack, or if you can only afford small amounts of fractional and you'll never build it to larger amounts for a long time, it might be worth it. I know we've got some people who just buy 1 gram every 2 or 3 weeks, I think it is, because they want the gold, they want the physical. And that's all they want to afford in the month. So they buy 1 gram, accepting that they're going to pay a fairly high premium on that 1 gram, but it gives them the fractional gold in their hand. It's not a bad idea, and we've pushed this point before. It's not a bad idea to, if you're after that gold and you don't really care about what you're buying, as in. You're not chasing a specific 1 ounce coin that might be run out, then it's a good idea to go that unallocated line. That way you're not paying the massive premium that you pay on the smaller, and that way you're just still locking your gram or 5 grams or whatever it is per month that you want to lock away, because you're paying spot on our unallocated program. You know it's backed by physicals, so you're not worried from that perspective, and then when you've built up the 1 ounce, you can then secure it. And so you're locking in today's spot, and all you've got is that premium at the end of the time. So That's what I'd suggest if you really want to hold 1 ounce of gold in your hot little hand and you're not interested in the fractional stuff. I would suggest just buying it gradually with that unallocated. Then when you've got that 31, 32 grams up your sleeve, converting it into whatever 1 ounce you wanted at that point. Michael, don't hurt me, Todd. Yeah, had to take an extra long toilet break at work to try and secure my Tigers this morning. Yeah, sorry about that. I hope your boss isn't reading this one either. So, all good. Yeah, just hiding from the boss while waiting on the website to load for my Tigers. Yeah, sorry about that one. STI Custom, I missed out on the Platinum. Sorry about that, mate. There's a lot of people missed out on the old Platinum. Tiger Release Day. Here's everything you need to know, the next video. So Michael, don't hurt me, Todd. Again, damn, I was refreshing the Platinum coins all morning, didn't even see them, must have gone lightning fast. Look, before we even released them, I was apologising for running out. We only got a smallish allocation. We are still chasing another allocation, so we may get more in. Please don't send in requests for EO expressions on what we may get, because we just can't take them because we don't know. They were always going to go fast. They did. I'd be amazed if they lasted a minute. They just went. A lot of people were cranky. All I can do is apologise. The other thing I wanted to touch on that was the pricing difference between a lot of the bullion dealers and Perth Mint. Perth Mint seem to want to release theirs at pretty much wholesale price. So, I don't know. I haven't talked to them yet about why they released them at such a low price. If you managed to score one from Perth Mint, well done. But from a retailer's perspective, we're a little bit crusty with how they decided to price them, because they left us absolutely no margin for profit. So
the problem with this is when they release as well, the actual timing of releasing all the coins for sale, because they're in WA.
Yeah.
So that's around about 11 o'clock-ish. And we have to make a decision of what our pricing is going to be before then.
Oh, well before then.
Yeah.
And they don't give us a heads up. They don't say we're charging, $200 premium or whatever along those sort of lines. So it's a real stab in the dark. I was actually quite shocked when I found out what they'd released them at, as I said earlier. But if you scored one, I noticed they sold out within minutes, and they had a far larger allocation than we had. And I know they sold out really quickly. So if you grabbed one from there, congratulations. You got them at pretty much the same price I got them for when I bought all of our allocation. So there's a lot in this one. It's a lot of, looks like the Platinum Tigers have gone already. So like I said, I really apologise. There's a lot of it, the site's gone down. Again, I apologise. I don't know how many times we've upped the bandwidth on that website. We just can't seem to cope with it. We are negotiating for a completely different system currently. So hopefully next year, 12 months' time, we won't have the same problem, but I won't guarantee it.
To quote a very famous movie, we're going to need a bigger server.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know what it is. When is the ETA for the 1 ounce gold? I'm planning it as a birthday gift for someone. This is from Hyperspace Holiday. All the 1 ounce golds are in stock. I believe a couple of them on the website have now gone back to pre-order because we've sold out our first delivery. We're waiting on the second delivery, and third and fourth delivery is now coming in. So if you've ordered gold, I'm guessing you should have received it within a fortnight. I can't see it taking any later than that, unless you're now ordering the 1/10, I believe that's blown out now. I don't think they're dispatching any until the start of October now to us, like Perth Mint's not dispatching any till about October. So if you're ordering, if we go to pre-order, I don't think we have with the 1/10 yet, because I ordered a bucket load of them and they got delivered. But once they go to pre-order, don't expect to see them until that October time. And I believe that's the same for the 2 ounce in silver. I was talking to Perth Mint yesterday, and they said we're not dispatching any more of those. We've run out until the start of October. So again, I suspect they're in pre-order on the website now. If you're ordering those today, we will still dispatch them, but you won't get them until that kind of mid-October time. So if that upsets your birthday present ideas. Nathan Schumacher, Perth Mint 5 minutes into trade at checkout. Sorry, we've sold out.
Yep.
Yeah, so they were much the same as we were. KJV, when are you expecting the 1 kilo? I'm expecting it pre-Christmas, but whether it turns up at that time is anyone's guess. Perth Mint, I actually sent them another message this morning to say, hey, we're getting a lot of, when's the 5 ounce silver, the 1 kilo silver, and the 1/20th gold being released? Can you give me any indication? And their response was no. So I'm expecting the 1/20th within a month to 6 weeks. I'm expecting the kilo just before Christmas. I'm expecting the 5 ounce in that March, April sort of time. I'm probably way out, and I have absolutely no idea at the end of the day, and they'll turn up when Perth Mint decide that they will. Claire Barson, I had coins in a cart, the website crashed. I'm really sorry. Steve Jolk, I'll be buying the 1/10 gold tiger. 1/10 is probably the second most popular size. It's hard to say. We actually sell more 1/10s, but the 1 ounce is probably considered the most popular, even though we sell more of the 1/10s. I actually saw this comment once before, and Joe's commented on it as well. Violet Adams, I honestly think you guys did this all wrong. Why not have the individual releases for each coin instead of this chaos? It's a really good question, why we don't release them one at a time, separate days, that sort of thing. It would stop the crashing. I think it would cause a lot of other problems. Number one being Perth Mint release them all on the same day. So people are going to go, well, hang on, you don't have the 1/10 or the 1 ounce or the half ounce or the 2 ounce or whatever it is they're chasing. So they'll just go to another website. So we can't do it for that reason. The other thing is a lot of people don't buy one coin. They'll take a 2 ounce silver, a 1 ounce silver, and a 1/10 gold. So if you don't have them all available, they can't order them all in one cart. It causes chaos in the back end and probably drives them to another website. So it's an all or nothing situation, unfortunately. And that's just the way it is. Yeah. Voice of reason. Yes, the tiger is out. We were very relieved once we got it out there, and particularly once the website stabilised. We were very, very pleased about that. Okay. Maximilian, and I can only apologise, mate. What a joke. Waiting since 6 a.m. in the morning to get the Platinum Tiger. 10 a.m. the website crashed and there was no way to get one. Better call directly the Perth Mint and order there. Yeah, look, as I said, I can only apologise, and I can tell you Perth Mint, they did have them for a while. Their website crashed as well, and they were sold out within record time as well. So it's an apology for the whole industry. There are a few kicking around still that you can find every so often. It's much the same going through, so I won't bore everyone with just repetitiveness. And the next video we're looking at is the Platinum Tiger, released in limited numbers tomorrow. Dear.
So we're going backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seems to be.
Yeah.
This is from Philip Ratchetman. Hi, off the top of your head, I have a coin collection of all the pre-decimals except the 30 penny, all in reasonable circulating condition. I won't hold you anything. What sort of value would it be? Thank you. That is a great question that I'm going to pitch at Matt, and he can give us an answer for that on our live stream on Friday. That's Friday Friday is at 2:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time.
17th, I think?
17th, 15th, 16th, 17th, yes, correct.
Yeah.
So tune in and I'll try and make sure we get that answer on that one. A lot of beautiful coins on that one. Jay Dubai. Just bought 3 of these off AppNex. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah. If you're in the States, great place to go, that one. A comment on here, where can I buy the Gold Tiger? What's the international phone number? I actually don't know what our international phone number is off the top of my head, but you just stick the 61 in front to get into Australia, and we should have it on the website, I think.
It's on the website, yeah, down below.
Terry Thrasher, love your websites, but you really need to fix your lighting because it's all washed out.
On that particular video?
I'm guessing it's on that particular video. I don't know, but I'm going to pass that on to the back end guys because I know nothing about that.
Good to know.
Space Lord, not impressed with the Perth Mint Platinum coin design. I actually quite like the design. I know it's a repeat of the gold. They don't do a special one for that, but as we discussed before, it's a bit hard when you're only producing 5,000 ounces or 5,000 coins to dedicate those sort of funds to design, produce the dies, the separate run, all this sort of stuff. So they've just copied it over. And I get it from a cost perspective. It is disappointing, but I get it from a cost perspective. Yeah, a lot of support for it. A lot of Theo Bradley. Magnificent bit of machinery, made in Australia. Big thumbs up from me. Good stuff. The Midnight Gardener. The 2022 Lunar Platinum Tiger looks better and better each time I look at it. I'd agree with that one. All right, next one. The American Buffalo up close. A lot of support for this. How beautiful it is. Harris Asif Saeed. If I pronounced that wrong, I apologise, mate. When will you guys start shipping again? I guess you're doing click and collect for now. We are doing click and collect. We are also shipping. We have a full shipping department working their buns off, particularly in Tiger Week, getting everything out. So you can place an order today and we will get it shipped out ASAP. So, yeah. Cane Friday. I got 2 silver buffaloes. I won on a silver channel in the States. A gold one would be a dream come true. Yeah. I like the silver. I really like the gold. I think it just sets it off nicely. This is from Nobby. Interesting piece. What is the security feature on it? Let us know. There ain't none.
There is 0 as far as we can tell.
Yeah, I don't think there's any on that one.
Not even the missing reeded edge? No.
No, not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I may stand corrected. If someone else knows better than I do, absolutely pitch in there. But as far as I'm aware, there is no extra security feature on it. This is from Mark Harcourt. Sold out already. What the? Just when I thought you guys were going to be my favourite goal pushers. I'm really sorry for that one, mate.
Sorry.
If it's any consolation, I have another order in. We're just waiting for it to be delivered, but it will be weeks, not days. But we are getting more in. It's the hard one, particularly with the overseas gold, as to how much we allocate to it, because it locks up quite a large portion of cash for an extended period of time. And as we've said many times on this channel, bullion dealers work on turnover. You've got to turn things over as quickly as you possibly can. And if I have to, I order 100 of them, well, that's, $250,000 just over, probably, sitting out in the ether for 6 weeks, 8 weeks that I can't access, I can't do anything with while we're waiting for the delivery. So we bring them in 20, 30, 40 at a time. And I actually thought 20 would last us for a couple of weeks. And they sold out within a couple of hours. I was quite shocked at how quickly they went through. So having said that, we haven't been able to bring them into the country for months. So when I thought about it, it didn't actually shock me. First name, last name. YouTube finally understands that Bullion Now has to be the first video on top the minute I open YouTube. That way I just double tap. Good to hear.
Good to see the algorithm doing its thing.
Yeah. Actually, I found the algorithm's been a lot better just lately. I don't know what they've done to it, but it's worked really well for me lately.
We're getting better. That's what
is that what
That's
it is?
what's happening.
The Midnight Gardener. Is this a bicentennial release? Very clever, mate.
BISON?
Yes.
Nice.
Has the buffalo been vet checked? Not asking. 2 hours. Apparently they lasted. 2 hours later they were gone. That's from Ozguy.
2 hours? That's really good.
Yes. Come on, guys. Utah, get me 2. All gone. Only get 20 in. Poor effort. Finally something good. All gone. Disappointed. Yeah, look, I get what you're saying, but I also get that we're running a business and we can't just dedicate a whole stack of money to one type that may or may not get dispatched on time and not delayed at dispatch, get through customs okay without a hassle, get here okay without a hassle, get listed and then get bought by everyone in 2 hours. We take a real risk when we're bringing this stuff in from overseas. So, sure, if you're dead serious, come into the store or make a phone call, pre-purchase 100 of them, pay the money up front, and I will guarantee them there for you. Because now I'm putting your money out there for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, 14 weeks at a time. And I'm not so stressed about that. Not that I don't care about your money, but it's not my money that I'm trying to churn over as quickly as possible. So if you're serious and you're disappointed, get in there, pay us up front, and we'll get them in for you. No worries at all. The Gold Tigers have arrived. So this was actually done before the release. This was just a promo to get people excited.
Maybe a little too excited.
Yeah, that's right. So a lot of support, I can't imagine how much is on that box, on that table. There was 3 boxes about yay high, and there was enough to buy a house in. We'll put it that way. Lots of Bring On Monday, and I don't see these on the Perth Mint website. That's because it was several days before they were actually released. They weren't the proof versions. We were just spicing up people and letting them know that we actually had them in stock, ready to go. All right, the last video. This is the lockdown video, so comments from that one. So Stafford Lumsden, sorry I missed this live, catching up now. Okay, thank goodness for Parcel Collect when doing domestic Australian shipping. Absolutely. I have some of those display stands with the plastic membranes from the Perth Mint. The coins are encapsulated, the silver is already tainted. There you go. We haven't had that experience yet. I don't know if they're exactly the same ones. If you don't know what I'm talking about, on the live stream we actually displayed some coin displays. But some of the bigger ones were about this big. The smaller ones were about this big that fitted about one coin in them, and you can store them inside the membrane. And it's a great way just to display some coins on your desk or on your mantelpiece or whatever. It was a promo to say these are out there. It wasn't a promo of a particular one. We don't sell them. We've had ours for a while. They haven't tainted, but it sounds like, well, somebody's saying the silver's tainted, so that could be a silver thing rather than a storage thing. We'd need to know a bit more information on that one. Thanks for the special. That was from Frank Haywood. You are more than welcome for the special. Don't hurt me, Todd. I've refreshed my email box 1 million times and counting, praying I get the link. Okay. Just a comment on those links.
What was that a link to?
That was to the special that we had.
Which was?
For the Eagles. So it was 5 Eagles for $7 over spot, I believe. Now, Joe's nodding and smiling like I'm allowed to say this. I wasn't going to bring it up.
Then you don't have to bring it up.
Okay. All right. We won't bring it up.
All right. Good.
So just on one thing I would like to touch on, though, with those links, please don't share the links because we had 100 of these.
This is the thing I wanted you to bring up.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so we have, in this case, we had a monster box sold back to us of 500 coins. And we were selling them in groups of 5, so we knew we had 100 5-coin bunches that we could sell out. So we said, we'll take the first 100 emails and we'll provide them with the link to the site so you can buy them. And then everyone else, unfortunately, is going to miss out with our full apologies. Now, what happens is if you get that link and you share it with someone else, now all of a sudden there's 105, 110 people all vying for those 100, and some people that legitimately were in the first 100 miss out. So we ask people not to share them, and in fact we've had to, in a couple of cases this week, we actually do an email match. So if your email address doesn't match the emails that we've got in our data bank of the emails that we've sent out, then we cancel that order. We're actually going to make it from now on that if we're fairly sure that person A has actually shared it with person B, historically we've cancelled person B. From now on, we're actually going to cancel person A and cancel B and person B out of the system because it's not fair. It's causing us a lot of work in the back end, and people are legitimately missing out on these specials, and we're having to make it up with other things, and we're just not prepared to do that anymore. So please don't share the link. And again, we'll go through this on the live stream again, but that's the reason behind it. So just be really careful with that. And that's it. So sorry, I'm ending on a bit of a negative note, and I don't mean to do that, but we've probably been going about half an hour, which is more than well and truly long enough. So unless Joe wants me to cover anything else, That's it for now.
And that's it from me.
We'll talk again soon.
We'll see you soon.
See ya.